Yeah, welcome to this live broadcast. I hope I'm live. It's always kind of tricky if you have this delay of a couple of seconds. Okay, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Going to start right away with a couple of Blitz games. There's been some nice games also today in Tata Steel, but you will have coverage here on the ICC with Game of the Day, and I will also post something on my channel later. Okay, well, let's go for some games. Yeah, it seems that I'm really online. Thanks for the feedback in the chat. I'm watching the chat window closely. So, let's get going. Some 5-minute action. Oops, that was quick. Brady harder. Yeah, probably tougher to play than Brady softer, right? So let's see. Knight to f3, yeah. Going for some g6 base stuff. King's Indian. Yeah, I like to play with d5, this Grunfeld type of thing. Never liked the Fianchetto King's Indian that much. Okay, he's playing with knight to c3. Yeah. Maybe I can get b5 in. Just trying to keep the pawn. I'm that kind of materialistic person. I want this pawn. Yeah, knight e5. I always have knight g4. So maybe I can put in this knight on b4. Okay. Yeah, knight b4, trying to go to d3. It's possible. I can also put this out. Maybe I should. The bishop is not doing that much. Yeah, let's jump in. d3 is a nice square. So this pawn on c4 might do something good for me. Okay. So knight d3 is not leading to that much, though. He can play b3. I can go a6, b5. Let's prepare e5. Again, under 2400 rating. Yep, ups and downs. But if you play during a project like my book, the final stages of my book, it's really difficult. You're really not focused enough at times. I really found that out. So knight to d3 or not? Yeah, let's jump in. If he goes b3, yeah, I have interesting moves. I have queen a5, or I have e5 actually. Yeah, I'm going e5. Okay, e5. Ah yeah, d5. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he will take with the knight on d5. Yes, I didn't really think about that detail. So queen a5 maybe after all. Well, maybe e5 wasn't that successful. Yeah, blitz matches against some people. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to accept challenges, really. Not so much into challenging some people myself. Bishop to d2. Yeah, maybe we'll just try to move this knight. Can I do this? This looks really enterprising. Trying to activate stuff. I'm not sure about it. It looks a bit... I was thinking here, maybe I can take c4. Yeah, for a normal international master like I am, to play a Blitz match against the world champion is probably not a really interesting proposition. I would just lose every game. Maybe the odd draw when he falls asleep or something. So, okay, that's not good. Yeah, I really misplayed this terribly. He can also take with the knight now for 97. Ah, what a bad game. Yeah, well, this is not that terrible, actually, I think. I'm not in good shape, but still. It seems that I'm not lost, at least. Tja, white is still better. D-pawn being really, really annoying. Queen d4 in the Budapest is really just bad, I think. Especially against the Budapest, white has a ton of good lines, so there's really not any that's not really necessary to play some substandard stuff. Okay, what am I doing in this position? A7 is under huge pressure, and there's d6 possibly coming. Wow. I can take a4. Yeah. It's probably bad in any case. Very difficult to say what's best. I haven't stopped posting those streams on YouTube. It's just that last week was a different kind of stream. And this was something that was exclusive for ICC and shouldn't be posted on my channel. So I might get in the bishop trade, which would be helping. Yeah, but how do I take it now? With I think with that knight, probably. I'm not a huge fan of the reverse Benoni positions out of the Reti opening. Mostly you're giving up your first move with white. But if you like the structure, you can play all kinds of things. So I want to get this knight on a6 mobile. Somewhere. Okay, he wants to get in knight to c6, it seems. Don't mind that very much. The c-pawn I will pick up quickly. It's still a very tough position. I don't have any advantage or anything of the like. He's doing a really good job. f3, yeah, probably wants to get in bishop f1. I'm not sure how dangerous that is. Oh, yeah. Rook tries to invade. That's really passive, I know. Maybe I can trade some stuff. 38 seconds, that's not good. Knight comes to c6. Yeah, that looks strange, but wow, that is not only looking strange, it is strange. Yeah, I have to cover b6. Not much else there is to do. Okay. That's really, really terrible, this position. Cannot even activate the rook somehow. Now he's starting to think. That's quite amazing. Oh, that's nice. I'd love to get in the rook trade. His rook was much stronger than mine. Is there any way to get active? Yeah. Yeah, now I'm attacking e4. Oh, I'm getting... Anyway, let's do this. This is now a pretty good endgame. Just have to be alert. Yeah, he's tied to the e4 pawn. Ooh, I could have taken maybe. Yeah, well, at the end, I did it in the end game, but ooh. Hey, someone is asking me I should make a video about time management in Blitz. Are you joking? My time management is so terrible. Not a good idea. Let's start another game. Here's a question about my chess club who got 2 young players a couple of years ago from a neighboring city, how they are progressing. Yeah, they're progressing all right. They play in our team. We played yesterday in a crucial match in the German league, doing all right. They scored 1 win, 1 draw. Very nice. So this is the English defense to the English opening, 1b6. Trying to do something with f5, being active. Yeah, okay, I have to take. Yeah, playing against Retty. Probably a fan of the inventor of the Retty opening. Knight to f5 is my idea. Let's do that. Yeah, that's a fine line that he played. It's a good choice against my b6 setup. White will always be a little bit better here. He's got pressure on those pawns, so it's not easy for me to play. Okay, probably cover d7. Yeah, I'm probably not playing against Richard Retty, the real Richard Retty, who's dead for probably ages. But you never know. You never know. Korchnoi once played a game against Maroczy, the guy who has the Maroczy bind named after him, and he played it via a medium, some person who said he could communicate with Maroczy back in the afterlife, let's say, if this is a word. And it was an interesting game. It was a French defense, quite funny, and the ghost of Maroczy played pretty well. Yeah, white is better. Yeah, what can I do? The rook on g4 is kind of funny. Probably he wants to do something here with bishop takes h6. I hope it's not working ever. Trying to go with e5. I want to block the position as much as possible so that my knight is a useful piece. He's opening it up. Why is he playing this so well? That's not good. Not good for my chances of success is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I had to take. And somehow my rook is on this bishop, but I really don't know. I cannot place it anywhere serious. Maybe here for knight h4. I'm not sure who's going to qualify for the next candidates. The Korchnoi Maroczy game was a draw, I think. If it really was Maroczy. It's funny, right? for the candidates, I don't know. Probably, I mean, Caruana will probably qualify by rating, I believe. Or maybe Ronian. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. The next candidates tournament is in 2015. In 2016, I'm sorry. So some things like average rating. Wow, now that's not going to work. Come on. E4 is hanging here. Knight G3, or is there something better? Yeah, come on, that wins. One win is enough. So I was just picking up this exchange. Wait, yeah, okay, that's totally fine. So this check. Yeah, let's just play for the extra exchange that I have. How do I convert it? Rook to e8, probably. Yeah, I definitely also would look forward to a match. Carlsen against Caruana. The other person I would really like to see in a World Championship match is Grishuk, by the way. I'm totally sure that this would be an interesting match. Yeah, I probably said it at one point in another stream that I would like to see Grishuk in a match. I would like to win this game, by the way. An extra exchange is nice, but he puts up some resistance here, this guy. Okay, then rook here on h6. I can maybe get in. Can I get in c5 and king f6? But then he's got the rook coming over. Yeah, I need some activity here. Knight f3, b5 is a bad opening. Knight f3, knight f6, g3, b5 is fine. I mean, really fine. So, how do I win this now? Check or c5. It's not like he has many squares for this bishop. This bishop does not have many squares. If I go rook f3 as bishop h4. Okay, I just grab the queen side. It should be totally enough. New in Chess is an excellent magazine, really. It's the only magazine that I really consider to be essential, to be honest. There are others, but at least in Germany. Okay, I cannot really say anything about like American chess magazines. My knowledge there is very, very limited, but or non-existent, let's say. But if you are in Germany, you only need New in Chess, actually. Don't need any other magazine. So this is winning, I hope. Winning this bishop. Yeah, or this one. How do I do that now? Come on. But I have to stop the pawn, right? I shouldn't just let it promote. I'm probably not playing this in the best possible way from a technical point of view, but it will be sufficient. That's a question. What do I think what Carlsen's rating will peak at? You want a funny answer to that? Probably as high as he wants it to be. Within reason, I mean. I still think he has some yeah, there's some potential still, and it depends on his work ethics. I think 2,900 is very, 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 very possible. Oh no, that would blunder. I shouldn't do that. If I just return it, he will walk in with his king, which is not a great idea. I should just pick up stuff. What's easiest? Probably this, yeah. Forcing him to c3. Yeah, or this one, which allows d5 or rook d4. Yeah, come on, 30 seconds. I will manage this, right? And here I can already go to king and pawn endgames if I want, but it's not really necessary. You can of course do that, but just with the rook on the board, it's very easy. Okay, resigned. Let's do a new game. There was what questions are there? Yeah, this is a question if I have any further goals with my rating. Not really. I just try to play better and see what happens. It's generally a good policy. Try to play well and the rest comes. So we have, who's this guy? I really want to check that. Don't know this guy. Jonathan Westerberg. Okay. Yeah, I don't play much chess cube tournaments because there's the level of competition is low and sometimes they are just cancelled. Okay, this is curious. This guy is playing my line, my opening repertoire line in the that I'm going to publish in my upcoming book, the Zurich variation of the classical. That's cute. Okay, let's see how he handles this position. Will be interesting. Yeah, white enjoys a space advantage and some hope connected to the bishops. b6 is somewhat unusual in this position to be. It's a bit of a euphemism. It's really not a good move normally to weaken yourself, but maybe he was worried that I will actually take the a5 pawn. Think of it, I could have done that maybe. But well, this is just a good positional way to play how I'm doing it with b4. Yeah, this knight is not really well placed here. This kind of combination of moves. You normally don't want to play knight a6 in this structure. You want the knight out on d7 and maybe bishop to g4. Okay. I'm probably not the best person to play this line against. I have probably spent dozens of hours on it, which does not mean that I'm necessarily going to win this game easily, but I definitely have some ideas about the position. Okay, so how am I going to do this now? C5 is a move. I can also try to regroup the knight to c3. There are many interesting ways to play this. He has maybe knight e8 and possibly f5. I can place the bishop against this. One idea, yeah, there you normally just go g3 and try to ignore them. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I see, but I can take a4 now. He's probably aiming for this counter attack with f5. So should I take a4 or not? Interesting question. It misplaces the queen quite clearly. I'm not sure. Okay, I will take it. It's kind of tricky. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it. And try to focus on limiting the counterplay, but I don't think this is so dangerous. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, one idea that I have is f4, which is a very brutal move. I don't know. Let's do that. It's just a game of blitz chess. Try to open up the long diagonal, yeah? My king is definitely not very safe. Yeah, it looks kind of exposed. But whenever he moves the e-pawn now, queen d4 will be excellent. There's a question. Will I autograph books? Probably, but there is no clear solution yet for that. There might be something that can be done, but it's not yet the time. Queen d4 or takes on e5. I really want to have it published first, you know. Yeah, I'm sometimes worried that people actually watch my stuff and use it for preparation against me, but not very much. I really care more about the content that I produce than some single game that might happen. It's really not that focused on my own play anymore. I like to enjoy to play some good games, and it's all fine, but I really don't worry so much that people use my internet videos for preparation. Okay, so he played queen f6. I can take it simply. And now we'll take f5, then take f4. It's not that brilliant maybe, but I have rook e7, so maybe this is the way to go. Going for a quick rook to e7. Yeah, I can take f4, knight h5, rook e7, rook f7. He's definitely holding on here. Yeah, I wonder, probably there's not much point in taking on f4 anyway, so trying to go to the 7th rank. Wow, he allows me to take there. Oh, I will take c7. I don't think that this is a bad transformation for me. Maybe I'm underestimating the threats to my king. That's definitely possible. Okay, straight and trying to catch the b6 pawn. He's got b5 maybe. Maybe b5. Okay, it's not doing that. Knight here for knight g5. He would probably play h6. No, he won't. He's not worried about that. Okay, I don't have that much time, so I have to be quick. I'm going to give up this pawn for rook e7. Trying to attack him. Attack him quickly. Maybe h6. Yep. Still rook e7 maybe. Nah, that's probably not more than an equal position, I guess. It's hard to do something else though. I can do this maybe. He's got rook e8. Okay, let's do it. He has to take the knight now, I guess. Everything else would be quite surprising. Yeah, so I will just grab everything here, I guess. Rook a3 maybe, I don't know. This is quite drawish. Maybe the time is the deciding factor. probably we will trade everything here. I can take b6. I can also try to keep the a3 pawn, but not sure that this leads to anything. That's really very drawish. Yeah, it's completely equal material. And b pawn against g pawn. He's just trading everything down. Let's offer a draw. Yep. Okay. Draw agreed. That was pretty good probably at some point, but he escaped with a draw. Yeah. Some more over the board games. Yeah, I will do some of my over the board games probably from this tournament that I'm going to play in Mallorca. I also played a funny game yesterday in the league. Not sure when I will do that video from yesterday's game. It was a crazy game, really. Yeah, this is a question. Do I think that Carlsen is intentionally playing offbeat or bad openings that his future opponent cannot prepare against him? I'm not sure. I think it's actually a good thing that he's experimenting a little bit. It's not a very exciting idea to have the Berlin opening in the Rui played all the time. Just some variety is good. I like it that he's playing the Dutch defense and g6 and stuff like that. It didn't work today, and I feel that he lost probably pretty badly against Wojciech. I didn't see the game clearly. I had other things to do all day. But, well, it's still better to see him experimenting a little bit than some dull stuff. So it will lead to some defeats, but it will also lead to interesting games. So an interesting opening here. The Queen's Gambit declined. Somewhat rare line that my opponent is playing here. Aha, he wants to grab on b2. It feels very lame to cover the pawn, so I don't do that. 95. Wow, okay. Maybe I can... My idea is after e takes, which I expect to go here, and then play e4 next, trying to open up the position as quickly as possible. Yeah, I was somewhat quoting Petrosian that the Dutch defense shouldn't be prevented if your opponent intends to do it. That's probably true, but with the Dutch defense, it's not that terrible, really. But it's, of course, not as solid, as great as some other openings. Still, I think it's good that the world champion is doing some experimenting. Yeah, it's it feels like he deserves to have some creative leeway. Yeah. Probably will lead to some interesting stuff. So this is an interesting position. It doesn't look like that, but this is a very classical type of position. This is the pawn structure typically known as the ram structure. The ram like in the animal. It is looking like two ram here on d4 and d5. So it's a typical structure that normally is a little bit more comfortable here for the white side, simply because I have the better minor piece for the structure. However, this is an exceptionally solid position for black, and he's got the c file. This is not really that great for me. Queen to c2 probably. Yeah, there's not much going on, I admit that. I played this really... this was a bit lame how I played this. But maybe he's underestimating things, and I'm trying to trade rooks here. If he trades rooks, I will continue to play this forever, and I will have slight chances in this endgame. He should play rook c1, that's much easier. Well, trading is not terrible, of course, but I will definitely continue then. And let's see here, what am I doing now? I want to improve the knight. The knight should come to e3, ideally. How do I get there? g3, knight h4, knight g2, this kind of thing. Or here into e2, that's actually not bad. Knight e2 to c3, that's also good. I want the knight where it looks at the d5 pawn. c3 or, yeah, knight c3 probably. And now I will activate the king. Yeah, the main thing was to get the rook out of it. Yeah, I wanted to push the rook back. Now I can use the king. Get it to e3 maybe. Yep, that's okay. f5 now looks active, but I like to get a pawn to f4 here. I can actually start with that. It's not bad, gaining some space. Maybe irritating him a little bit. So rook to f2. Yeah, now the rook might be useful on the f file. Takes rook f6. Yeah, how is he playing this now? It's a little bit annoying, this idea. So he elects to play g4. Now I have the better pawn structure, yeah? And he has a weakness on h5. How do I continue here? I would like to improve my coordination. Can the rook enter somehow? Rook. Okay, he's still okay. He's still okay. I think I probably have to try to trade rooks. Like rook c1, knight a2. I just have to get rid of the rooks. Otherwise, I never get anywhere. Knight a2, right? Let's see. Oh, he allows me to trade. So b3, yeah, is the move, so that he trades on c1. Yeah, this is now something that I can continue to press forever and ever and ever. And he now allowed another pawn on a light square. Yeah, that's another helpful move. The question is still, can I win it? It's a very nice position, but it's not easy to win. Knight to e3 would be cute. Nah, not easy. How do I get there? Knight to h4, then f5, king f4, knight to e3. That's not easy to get in. Oh, I'm on 1 minute. Oops, that's not good. And I just allowed this move. Not good. I screwed this up. I forgot about this bishop move. Nah, that's terrible. That's terrible. What? He's not taking it. That's quite weird. Now I can play for a win again. Maybe he wants to try to win on time, but that is risky business. And no, I just have 20 something seconds, but still. Can you go h4? Okay, then I do this. Yeah, my time management costs me here. He can take on g4 now, which he doesn't do. Okay. He keeps... I keep giving him chances, which he somehow doesn't take. That will be tough with the clock, but I probably will manage somehow. I was a bit silent, I'm sorry for that, but it was really nerve-wracking. That's one of those classic finishes. Whew. Okay, wow. That was tough. Who was that guy? He really didn't take his chances. Whew. So next one. I'm on 2,400 again, by the way, breaking this nice little barrier. Let's go for that. Chamberlain. Wow, what a question. Do I make more money with chess than in my old job? This is probably something that can be answered for absolutely every person who is doing chess. No, I don't earn more money now, but it's still a good thing to do. So the King's Indian. What did I want to play? I wanted to try the Petrosian. The Petrosian system. This is Grandmaster Gavrilov. I think Alexei Gavrilov. Yeah, this is an ICC old timer. He's played on the ICC, well, when I started in 1998. This is when I played on the ICC for the first time. 1998, 17 years ago. Okay, very complicated line here in the King's Indian. I haven't castled yet, and I'm not sure that I will castle quickly. I try to gain some space on the queen side first. Knight to c7. He maybe wants to play with b5 at some point, but now I think, castle. I mean, I could have done it before, but I wanted to make some headway on the king side first. On the queen side first. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of rattled a bit from the from the game before. Yeah. What am I doing? Maybe a4. f5. Well, okay, that's the most normal move ever in the King's Indian, but I wasn't sure if he really wanted to play it immediately. I'm going to try to open up the position now in the center. B takes and then b5. Carlsen's old handler on ICC, which is called Magnus. and I played him under this handle, with his handle, but the games are not stored in ICC's database. ICC has a database storage of games, but they only store the games of titled players forever. And then I didn't even have the FIDE master registered, and he also was untitled. I played him when he was like 11 years old or something. This is actually funny. What is this guy doing? He's totally getting himself annihilated in the center. This looks terrible, but I still have every, I mean, I know how I play. I can definitely screw this up, but it's a fantastic position for white. I've got a huge position on the queen side in the center. Very nice. So he took there, and I just recaptured, keeping things simple. Yeah, well, the rook hangs. Rook f7, maybe bishop c4, simply asking him if he really wants to go to f6. It looks terrible. I'm just doing that, asking the rook. Oh, I really overlooked that one. That's also bad. I really shouldn't have overlooked that. Oh, wow. That's not good. Tja, probably queen b3. Yeah, that's the only move that makes any remote sense. If he plays queen d2, I take on e6. I hope this works. Bishop e6. Ultimately, no. I have rook c1. Yeah, I can take on e6. Can take here. Queen c3, rook c1, queen moves, and then I take the rook on f7. So it should be good for me. Rook f6 is what he can play, and I didn't see that one, but I can go back to b3. That's a shaky position. I have many unprotected pieces, just what I tell my students. Don't let your pieces out there unprotected. Loose pieces drop off, but well, it happens in Blitz. I never played against Arkady Neidich. Really never. Well, maybe in some random Blitz game on ICC, but not really that I knew that I was playing him. Yeah, queen c3. I will play rook c1 and only then take the rook on f6. Ah, okay. I keep overlooking things here. That's really not good at all. Okay. Bishop b4 is not good. Knight d5, he will take c5. I mean, this move isn't so clear, yeah, but still I should have seen that. Rook c3. If I go rook c1, he's got queen c1. Brrr. Okay, he's got queen c1, so I have to do that. Yeah, rook c8 is something. He's got really, really poor pieces. The piece coordination that he has is not good. But I don't know how terrible it really is. Rook c8 takes. Queen back. Maybe I need this rook. I need this rook as well, I guess. And it's not so clear what his next move is, really. Yeah, I completely completely overlooked everything in this game, but it's still like not clear. Check on c8 or rook on the 7th. Can also just take on f5. Maybe let's start with that. He has to recapture anyway. Rook c8. It's not that great. And he's got the queen coming. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. It's tricky. So rook d8, I'm going to get checkmated, yeah. So not a good idea. Maybe h3, yeah, to make sure that I'm not mate over there. And he will play queen b3 probably to cover g8. And then I wanted to take b7. Okay. Yeah, e4. That's good. Activating this bishop. Taking a7 is probably not a great idea. I wonder if I get the pawn. I tried to get the a7 pawn. No, I did not yet say anything about this thing that I have for my channel, reviewing viewer games. I will get to that, but I will probably do it only when I have played my tournament, this GM tournament. Oh, let's send. No, I have to take. Okay. Yeah, I think the b pawn now will prove decisive. I hope. And I hope I'm not mating myself or anything. It could happen. I probably had something better. But he lost some time. Yeah, he lost some time. That was a tricky position. I probably didn't play that too well, but it was always somewhat tricky, the b pawn. Yeah, I have an offer that you can send me games, and I will do a video review on my YouTube channel. So, but I have so much things on my plate that I will probably only do it much later, probably in February. Immortal, here we go. That's an Argentinian I am. Okay, I will do this funky f5 line for the final game. This is funny. f5, the big counter attack. The Adelaide counter gambit, a funny counter against the king's gambit. If someone is 30 years old and rated 2,300, what are the chances of becoming world champion? 0. Just 0. It's like that. I sometimes play the French, but not often. I've played it a lot some years ago, but not so much in recent years. My results weren't that great. What is he doing? He's just giving me this piece. That's nice. Huh. Okay. I'm kind of baffled. Okay. So what he's saying is that he has got queen to h5, yes? Wow. cool. That's an amazing move. Okay, it's hard to not take it, really. But that's really cool. It's really difficult now to move this piece. It's really difficult to do. Bishop f5, he takes on f6. Check. Wow. That's totally crazy. I cannot retreat the knight. I probably have to return this piece somehow, like this. But wow, very hard to play this. He will get his piece back here for sure, but maybe I can play like that. I should have played that much quicker, of course. Queen d2 now, otherwise I take on d4. Queen d2, and then I can move the knight. I wonder only if I have some other move. Takes. Well, I can just move the knight. It's not like that's impossible. Wow. Yeah, that's the King's Gambit for you. You get utterly crazy stuff early on. Yeah, someone understands what's going on. It would be helpful to learn what you think. Oh wow. It should be winning somehow for black, but it's so crazy. You can easily make some stupid mistake. Yeah, and now if I move this knight, I also have bishop b4 actually. Just putting this out in the open, but moving the knight is not bad probably. This is an easy solution. I mean, I'm a piece up, and the only move of any meaning is d5, and then I play bishop c5 or a6. Probably a6 is easier. I don't know. This move I did not expect. So, well, I could just play bishop. Not a good idea. Okay, just play it first. Move first, think later. Yeah, this was kind of clear. So drop that back. Now let's get rid of this bloody pin, so that I'm actually keeping this piece. Bishop g5 is the threat. If he moves the rook, then d4 falls. Yeah, this is just a winning position for black, but it's nothing that is so easily done. Oh, my king is relatively safe. Yeah, if I'm not managing that, it's kind of... I really should, I think. This bishop on g6 is really, really great. Yeah, covering f7, just great. And, well, he has to play something like that. Yep. Yeah, maybe here. Well, this is really just a piece. Just an extra piece for black. One minute 11. Yeah, I still can do that. And I'm threatening knight e5 and queen g4. Knight b6, is this a move? I don't see it. I really don't see it. Queen takes, queen a8, queen b8, queen a6. Now that's winning for black, unless I'm overlooking something. Knight e7 though. Wow, wow, knight e7. I can go king b8. I'm lucky here. That knight e7 I really overlooked. But king b8 is possible. So if I take now, yeah, it's useless. Yeah, I can just take the knight. Yeah, let's just take the knight. Yeah, and the bishop coming here should be the end of it. Yeah, or the queen trade or whatever. So we resigned. Well, that's a cool run, yeah. I always have those cool runs when I'm doing the streams. Not always, but this is a fantastic result. I got 5.5 out of 6. Just one draw conceded. Yeah, we're above the 1 hour mark. It was a fun thing. 6 games, 5.5 points. Good stuff. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It was a funny game at the end. I hope you liked it. I didn't answer that many questions today. I tried, but I wanted to play some good games, and well, I'm not sure that I managed to play really good games, but it was fun at least. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to to tune in next week. Important, next week there is no show because I'm on a vacation. So not the tournament yet. I'm on a 1 week vacation just to relax a little bit. So it's nothing on next week. But make sure to tune in also to if you're a member of the ICC, to the coverage for Tata Steel. I'll be broadcasting on Thursday, by the way, my first ICC live broadcast of a big GM tournament event together with Joe Benjamin. I'm looking forward to that very much. Trying to explain or irritate people about chess. Okay, well, thanks for watching this broadcast. I'll be back in 2 weeks, I guess, or on Thursday if you watch the broadcast of Tata Steel. Thanks and bye.